Hey Capricorn, it's Lisa, and here is your December 4th to 10th, 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box. I am going to hold a contest in December to win a reading with me. I thought because of the holiday season, what a better time to offer a contest. So if you would like to win a reading with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I will put you in the draw. And if you've already subscribed, still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I will be picking the lucky winner at the end of December. Okay, Capricorn. So let's see what's in store for you for this week, Capricorn. The Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is all about you shining, you coming center stage, standing really tall. They're kind of saying, stop being shy, just kind of come forward and share. And for some of you who have, your own business or in career, it's about you kind of being a brand, or you showing, your kind of viewpoint and the kind of ideas you have. If it's about health and fitness, it's kind of coming and standing straight and saying, you know what, I'm worthy and I'm making changes and I'm being authentically myself. And in relationships, it's the same. So it's all about you shining. The challenge you have this week is a creative new beginning. So something new that's starting, or you wanting something new to start. And that's just a challenge for you this week. Then where you need to focus on is coming out of your comfort zone, going for some things, and really, living life to the fullest. The Fool is all about just taking a leap of faith and going for it, right? And really, so you wanting this new beginning or this fulfilling new way of doing things, you just need to go for it and you need to shine. And then, and I know that's easier said than done, but it's like you can find a way. And then the card of what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. Okay, so let's get some clarity on this, Capricorn. So the Queen of Wands, all about you shining, coming center stage, and it being all about you. And not in a diva, selfish way or narcissistic way. It's just kind of like it's your time to shine. Come forward and shine. Show your talents and your skills. The Three of Cups is about expanding your network. It's interesting because they're kind of telling me that normally this is about like networking with people and doing business, or like, friendships and meeting new people, like-minded people, celebrating, life and enjoying things. But they're also talking about networking online, which they don't normally talk about, but it could be like having a website or finding like-minded people online, right? And really kind of moving forward with that. Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like it's time to stop hiding and come forward. The High Priestess is about listening to your intuition, balancing your head and your heart. So your head is where, temptation, it talks us into things that we shouldn't be doing, and it talks us out of things we should be doing, right? So it's like fear, doubt, insecurities. The devil whispers in our mind, and we need to balance that with our gut. What does our gut really say, right? And then our heart, the same thing, right? So it's balancing your head and your heart with your intuition, trusting your intuition and moving forward. Because I think if you did that, you would know that the devil's lying to you. Like you can't do something. Oh, I can't do that. I'm, whatever, all the excuses you give, right? And it's just like, no, I can do it. The Three of Pentacles is about building a foundation to your future. So for some of you, it may just be moving forward with something, building the foundation, taking, putting the building blocks in, not just kind of like going, poof, here's this thing. It's kind of like, okay, I got to take the steps and build this foundation, meet the right people, network, take the steps that need to be taken. And then that leads to like a really strong foundation in order to have big success, rather than having not that great foundation because you rushed forward, right? So it's the key is understanding that each step leads to this foundation being stronger. The Empress is a birth of a new way of doing things. Again, they keep talking about, it feels very much like the internet. So yeah, I don't know. For some people it could be, the Empress is about a birth of an actual baby. But it feels like the birth of a project, or even if it's for your own well-being, it's like connecting to like-minded people, but it feels more like on the internet, which is interesting. It could be like having an Etsy page or a website, or connecting to like-minded people on Facebook or Instagram, or having a YouTube channel. But it feels like this birth of a new way of doing things and of a project, and it really starts to grow and flourish some things in your life. It's really interesting. And I know it's different for each of you because this is general, but it really is. I mean, normally they don't kind of influence it that way, but it's very strong. The challenge you have is the birth of this new way of being, right? So whatever area of your life it's in, it's just a challenge to change and move towards it, which is fair enough. The Knight of Cups is someone you know brings you information that helps you kind of move forward, or it's very emotional. So they're like, you can do it. They're encouraging you. It may be that they provide you with some information that helps you achieve it, whether that's they bring you the information about the internet, like, here, I can help you do this. This is what you need to do. Whatever it is, it helps you move in the direction you need to move in. Then it's just putting your head down, doing the work that you need to do, learning what you need to learn, and just working hard to achieve the successes that you want to achieve. But it will be worth it. It does pay off. It leads you to an opportunity that comes out of the blue when you least expect it. So just pay attention. Through the whole reading, they keep saying, my husband always says this saying, but they keep saying it, excuses are the road to all failure. Excuses are the road to all failure, because it's kind of like you're making excuses, all the reasons why you can't move forward with something, rather than finding a solution and moving forward towards it. Or moving forward and then the solution appears, right? Yeah. It's interesting. They keep saying you're making excuses out of fear. And it's interesting because it may feel like they're legitimate. Like if you wanted to start a business, right? And it's like, well, I don't have a location. And it's like, well, you can do it without a location. You can do it online. And then you say, well, I don't have the space. But it's like, well, you could have the space and have the money for the space if you started the online store. Like, it's kind of like this it circles back to each other. So it's kind of like you're just making excuses because you could earn a lot of money that would then, allow you to have this location. But you need to start it in order to do it, right? So it's kind of like this push-pull. It's a really interesting energy. And then they're saying when you move forward, it moves you towards a whole new phase in your life that's starting. Yeah, it just really feels like, again, they keep saying excuses are the road to all failure. That you're making these excuses and not moving forward. If you moved forward, then you wouldn't have that excuse, but you probably find another excuse. Excuse me. It's just really interesting. They keep saying it over and over again. So where they want you to focus on is going for it, just taking that leap of faith and doing it, going for it. And it's like coming out of your comfort zone. The Hermit is about stop overthinking and overanalyzing, right? Again, they keep saying excuses are the road to all failure. And it's just like stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing, and start doing. And I think you are doing, but it's like you're holding back is what it feels like. The Tower happens, which is a whole shift in your life that forces you to do what you're supposed to do. So this can come in many forms. The Tower can be something that we create through action. So we start taking action, like I said, and then, your whole life shifts because you take action. But this feels more like because you're making excuses that the universe is like, okay, I'm sick of you making excuses. I'm going to force you to move forward, right? We're going to kick you in the arse and get you to do what you're supposed to do, and make you have this change. And the thing about the Tower, although it's scary, it always gets you to positive things. It just is kind of like a shift or change that you either didn't see coming, or we don't like change as humans. So at least not ones we don't decide on. Even that we don't like at times. So it's just a change that shifts everything and grounds you and gets you to run forward towards the things that you want. Always gets you to where you like a really positive thing. But it does feel like the universe is like, okay, enough of these excuses. We're going to make it happen. And then the Queen of Pentacles is about worrying and stressing about money. Traditionally, it can be something else that makes you secure in the material world. But when you worry and stress about it and you think you need more of something in order to achieve something, or you need to hold on to something so you don't move forward, because it's like, oh, I need to hold on to that money. I can't spend it because what if one day? And then the same thing is like, I need more money in order to move towards this goal. So what you're doing in reality is creating blocks. So you want more money either way. And because you're holding on too tight or needing more of something, you're not getting it, right? So it's about creating a flow with the universe and getting away from need. You need, as I say, need. You have to take action in some form to move towards the success you want. And you have to create this flow. So spend money to make money. Get out of this concept of having to need more money in order to achieve what it is you want, right? It's like, you can do it. You can figure out a way. And like the scenario I said earlier, if you gave birth to this project and it made money, then you'd have the money to do what you wanted to do, right? So it's kind of like you're standing in your way. You're creating these blocks that don't need to be there. I mean, they may feel very real, but it is, again, excuses. An excuse is what they keep saying. They're being very pushy today. The Four of Cups is about an opportunity that comes out of the blue, which they've said before. And it's like, the more, when you're focused on not creating this flow, you're focused on that, and you won't see the opportunity, right? And you're focused on, making these excuses and doing things a certain way, where this opportunity could come in with a solution and you'd be like, nope, sorry, gotta focus on the way, all these excuses of why I'm not taking that opportunity, right? And it's like, you need to take the opportunity. The universe is providing it to you. Pay attention and take it. And if you don't see it, they'll bring it back again. But we want things to happen in a timely fashion, Capricorn. Okay, so then what you don't see coming, the Emperor. So the Emperor is all your hard work is going to pay off. So one way or another, it's going to pay off. So for some of you, it's that. And then for others, it's this concept that someone of authority, you need their help or their guidance. And so you're wanting it. And really this card is like, just continue to do your thing. Continue to tell the people around you what you want, work hard, and eventually this person will help you and you will achieve your successes. But ultimately, you don't need them. You just need to keep working hard and being you and doing your thing, and then everything will fall in line. That's the Queen of Wands, which is you shining. You just need to step up and shine, and the Emperor will do their thing to help you. You are moving towards big success when you move forward and stop making the excuses. by doing, you actually go through a healing process. Because I think there's this feeling of, most people want to withdraw to heal, and they're talking about by doing, you will heal, right? And it's interesting because they're like, you'll heal body, mind, and spirit. So it's not just in one way that you'll heal, like body-wise or something. It's like, even if you're moving towards career, it will end up healing some body things and some, like, it's really interesting the way that they're explaining it. And then the last card is the Wheel of the Year, the Wheel of Fortune, which is just by moving forward and getting rid of these excuses and going for it, you are moving towards all the things that are meant to happen. So just keep going forward, Capricorn. So interesting. Let me know how the week goes. I really want to, love to hear it. Thank you again for watching. If you could like and share my videos, that helps me grow my channel and helps me keep doing these. Have a fabulous week, Capricorn. Talk to you soon.
If we were meant to stay in one place, we'd have roots instead of feet.